Greetings, my fellow athletes, family, friends, and fans of our beloved sport of jump rope. It is that time for the results of the World Championship. Folks, this has been a long journey as we continue to work this pandemic. The athletes continue to inspire not just me, but they continue to inspire all of us in our entire community and throughout the world. It's tough being in a pandemic, but these athletes persevered by their participation in this virtual World Championships. We have single rope and we have speed results in these videos. We encourage you all to share them, enjoy them, friends and family. And over this holiday season, we ask that you take the time to reflect on what's important. So once again, we thank you all so very much for your continued support of not just IJRU, but of all these athletes, our judges, our officials, and everyone else. So again, we're so excited to share with you guys results. Enjoy. Take care.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. My name is Devin, and I'm here with my friend.
Hey guys, I'm Kaylee.
And we are here for the 2021 IJRU Virtual World Championship. Today we're going to be watching the speed and power events. We're going to be finding out who the fastest jump ropers are in the world. Typically, these events are done 10 feet apart from each other in a gym. But today, during our virtual championship, we're going to watch speed events hundreds of miles apart, jumpers competing head to head. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's do it.
All right, it looks like up first we have female single rope double under relay. So in this event, you'll see two females competing, and they are doing double unders as fast as they can for 30 seconds apiece. On the screen right now, you are seeing Australia, you're seeing Denmark, two teams from Denmark actually, two teams from Sweden, and a team from the USA.
So with each of those tiny little jumps, the rope is passing twice underneath the jumper.
Yep, absolutely. It looks like they just switched, so you'll see that second female going for her 30 seconds, and they are going incredibly fast. Absolutely amazing. They're rounding it out.
20.
Whew. Man, Devin, I can't go that fast. I don't know about you.
Definitely not.
I've tried
Definitely
my
not.
whole life.
They're finishing strong. All the way to the end there. Way to go,
Amazing.
ladies. All right, in first place, we have our team from the USA, followed by Australia, then Denmark. Way to go, girls.
Amazing. Amazing job to everyone.
If you're just tuning in and you haven't really seen much of jump rope competitions before, you might be wondering why you can barely see the rope they're using. A lot of these jumpers are going to be using a thin wire rope to whip it around as fast as possible. All right, moving on. We've got the male single rope double unders relay. Each jumper has 30 seconds to squeeze in as many double unders as they can.
20.
Yep.
We've got a team from Thailand in the top left, two teams from Hong Kong, a team from Japan in the bottom left. We got China in the bottom middle, and the USA bottom right.
Awesome. And so you'll notice also these jumpers are slightly hunched over as they are jumping. They're bending over. The reason for that is because the shorter the rope you can use, the faster you can turn that rope. And so it is advantageous to be able to bend over just a little bit.
20.
Looks like they got about 10 seconds left. This is the final push. I think it's going to be tight. All right, let's see who we've got here. Okay, in first place, we have a team from Japan, followed by China and Hong Kong. Excellent job to all of these competitors, and that was a pretty tight race.
Wow, a score of 203.
I
That means
know.
they're at a pace that both of the jumpers could have squeezed in 100 doubles in their 30 seconds.
Absolutely incredible. Okay, up next, we have the mixed double under relay. So now you're going to see one male and one female on the screen. And we have teams up here from Hong Kong. We have Australia. We have Denmark, China, and the USA. All over the world.
20.
You hear some coaching going on in the background too, some encouragement.
And that beep marks the switch.
Yep.
Now we've got our second jumper jumping as fast as possible.
Absolutely amazing. And you'll notice they're really only using their lower body to get off the floor. They're trying to get as little air as possible, which is the opposite of most jump rope events.
20.
Looking amazing. Woo, nice job. Nice job.
Clean runs all around. In first place, we have our team from Australia, followed by 2 teams from Hong Kong. Great job in the mixed division. Some pretty high scores there. That means our jumpers are at a pace of over 3 double unders a second.
Incredible. That was some good math, too. All right, up next, it looks like we have the female single rope speed relay. So instead of 2 athletes here, we're going to see 4 athletes on the floor, all females, and now they're doing a jog step motion for 30 seconds as fast as they possibly can.
Right, these are just single unders here, so we're really just seeing how fast these jumpers can move. At the top, we've got 3 teams across the board from Hong Kong. We've got a team from Australia at the bottom here, a team from Denmark, and another team from the USA.
Yes. And again, I know you can't see the rope, right? But it is there, I promise. And that thing is flying. Absolutely incredible speeds that we're seeing. Nice. And so that beep marks that switch. And we'll see that second jumper. A lot of teams have a strategy, and different teams have different strategies. But I know we always put our fastest jumpers first and last to start us off really strong and give that jumper a chance to kick it off. And then the last jumper, again, a chance to wrap it up really fast. So you'll see different strategies across the teams. Devin, did y'all ever
You'll
have a
also
strategy?
We didn't really have much of a strategy going into it, other than go as fast as you can and try not to miss.
There you go. Smart.
You'll see that the jumpers, after they finish their 30 seconds, will switch places with another jumper in the back there. And that's just so that we can have an easier time judging, so nobody's jumping behind another jumper.
Yeah, absolutely. It's part of the strategy. And so the judges here, they are actually going to count only, I'll tell you all in the next one, only the right foot. Very nice. Great job to everyone. We have a team from Australia in the lead. We also have Denmark here and Hong Kong. So fantastic. Congratulations. And look at those tight scores. Oh my gosh.
Whoa! Within one jump, those top 3 places. That's crazy.
Man. Okay, so up next we have the male single rope speed relay here. And it looks like we have Thailand, we have Hong Kong on the floor with 3 teams representing Hong Kong. We have Japan and China.
20.
And just as Kaylee mentioned during the double unders earlier, we're seeing an even more exaggerated version of that speed form where you're bent down, so you can keep that rope as small as possible.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of jumpers actually, they train that. So they'll start with a longer rope, and then progressively throughout their competitive career, they will intentionally shorten that rope and change their form to match it.
20.
Look right here. About in every box you can see, the jumper has their head at like a 90-degree angle. They're
Oh yeah.
parallel with the ground.
Oh yeah. It's incredible. It's not a very comfortable position to jump in, but it is. It does work.
10.
Nice. We're seeing these are really fast speeds right here. I think it's going to be
Yeah, I'm
another
excited
tight
to see
race.
these scores.
Oh, I know.
20.
About to hit our last jumper. And when you do see a mistake, it is so fast. You've got to recover quick. Nice. So we're rounding it out here.
One of the nice things about having 4 jumpers is there's extra time to make up for mistakes if they do happen.
Yep. That is true. That is true. In the individual events, there's only 30 seconds total.
20.
And just in case we didn't mention this earlier, more than 6 teams competed in each of these events. We're just looking at the top 6 of every division.
Yep, absolutely.
Way to go, boys. The male single rope speed relay results. In first place, we have our team from Japan with a score of over 400, almost 420.
Insane.
Then we've got Hong Kong and China. 400, that means each jumper alone was hitting 100, only counting the right foot.
Right. Well, more than 100. Yeah. That's incredible. All right, up next, looks like we have the mixed single rope speed relay. So you're seeing any combination of males and females. It could be 3 males and 1 female, or 2 and 2. And we have the same time structure here. So 4 times 30 seconds. On the screen, we have a team from Korea. We have, 2 teams from Hong Kong, Australia, Japan, and the USA.
You can hear the footfalls this time.
I know. I was about to say I love that sound. When I used to practice speed in the gym, we practiced in a gym where moms would like work out on the side, and they would always come out of the woodwork whenever they heard speed, because they were like, they're going again. You can hear it.
Whoa!
Heard an increase in speed on that one. Wow. I think I know who it's coming from. My goodness gracious. Man, this is incredible. I feel like we're going to see another over 400 score here. I don't know about you,
Oh,
Devin,
definitely.
but I'm pretty confident.
We're going to see a score over 400, and we're going to see a pair of shoes catch on fire.
Right? Very likely. Man, I feel like I heard another increase in speed. I don't really know, but I feel like I did. Yeah, this is insane. And so speed scores over the past few years have skyrocketed. I mean, the records have just been obliterated every year, which is exciting to see our sport growing that way.
You heard that celebration,
hear the
you know they
excitement.
killed it. All right,
Oh, I
so for
love
the
it.
mixed single rope speed relay, in first place with another score over 400,
Yep.
we have our team from Korea, followed by Japan and then Australia. Way to go.
Awesome job. Awesome job to all the competitors. Congratulations. All right, up next.
These jumpers are...
Oh, go ahead, Devin.
Up next, we got the female single rope speed sprint. This is where an individual will jump as fast as they can for 30 seconds. There's no teammates for this one. They are just all alone going as fast as possible.
Yeah.
It's our
And this
shortest
is-
speed event, just 30 seconds long. It's already over. That's it.
Crazy. Crazy. All right. In the lead, we have a lady from China. Next, we have Hong Kong, and then followed by China again. And these scores, as I mentioned, are insane. They are just rising every single year. That's 109
109?
right foot jumps. So
That's insane.
218.
Over 7 jumps per second. Over 7 jumps per second. That is absurd.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, we have the males here, and they are flying. We have Hong Kong, we have Australia, Japan, and China represented.
20.
They've only got 10 seconds left. They are pushing with everything they have. Whew. Incredible.
Oh my goodness. The male single rope speed sprint results. The top 2 are from China and third place is from Japan with a winning score of 115, counting the right foot only. 230 jumps.
And 30 jumps.
230 jumps in 30 seconds.
That's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, here we have the female single rope speed endurance competition. Now, this is a whole new beast. The speed endurance competition lasts for 3 minutes, and it is a true test of stamina, a true test of endurance. That 3 minutes, when you are jumping it, seems like about 3 hours. I am not exaggerating. On the screen right here, you have, let's see, Hong Kong. We've got Australia. Actually, 2 teams from Australia here. We've got China and the USA. So you'll see the paces here are a little bit slower, a little bit less aggressive, and that is just a necessity because they're jumping for such a longer period of time. So you do see a slightly lower pace, but what you do see also is that athletes will try to maintain this pace throughout the entire 3 minutes.
And while the pace may be slower, these paces are not by any means slow.
No.
You can look at the jumpers for yourself. I mean, they're very efficient with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
To
so
get to
much
the end of-
training.
Right, and to get to the end of 3 minutes without any mistakes and maintaining your speed, you have to have a very, very efficient jumping form. As you can see here, their feet are moving quick, but their hands, their shoulders, their head is barely moving.
Yeah, absolutely. And that relaxation through the shoulders is absolutely key as well.
45.
Devin, I'm interested. So we see a team from Australia here. It looks like there's some spectators, which always helps with 3 minute speed. But then some of these other athletes, I don't know if they have people in the gym, but we can't see them. So if they're alone, my goodness, I can't even imagine pushing in
They're
this
really
event
just
like
pushing
that.
through.
Yep.
50.
Awesome. So we're
That's
really
an
seeing
interesting
them.
aspect of having a virtual competition, though, is everybody has a different environment around them, and on top of that, it's not so much of a one and done thing. While a lot of athletes treat it that way, we're definitely going to see a cleaner competition all around. Far less mistakes this year.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Which really, I think it ups everybody's game, because now they're seeing, hey, I can do that. I can do it clean. And so maybe next year at the live competition, we're going to see the same kind of thing, same kind of results. We shall see. Man, amazing job to all of our competitors. That was some hard work out there. Okay, the results here for the female single rope speed endurance. We have got China, followed by Hong Kong, and then Australia with some very, very impressive scores. 528.5 in the lead. Wow.
Over 1,000 jumps squeezed in 3 minutes.
Man. Absolutely incredible.
All right, up next we've got the male single rope speed endurance. Another one of those 3 minute speeds where these guys are going to crank out as many jumps as they can. We've got 2 teams from Hong Kong. We've got a team from Australia in the top right, 2 more from Japan, and then 1 from China in the bottom right.
So again,
While
here,
they all might be going fast, I think Australia has the best gym decor on the walls.
right. Right. I know, it's looking like this might be his garage or his house, which I thoroughly enjoy. I love it.
45.
Man, these paces are unbelievable. Like if I didn't know I was watching endurance, I might think that I was watching the 30-second competition. It's crazy fast.
1 minute.
So they are a
What
minute
I'm really
in.
impressed by right now, I'm really impressed by at the bottom right here. Normally we see people looking very relaxed when they do their 3 minute speed, but he really looks like his legs are pumping just as hard as a 30-second sprint.
That is true. That is true, but he doesn't look like he's slowing down either, though. So he is
Absolutely
trained to the point where he doesn't have to. So they're about at the halfway point, and this is kind of the telltale if you're a jumper. At least for me, it was. If I could get through this next 15 seconds, and I was at a good spot, then I felt like I could finish really strong.
45.
So this is a crucial middle minute here. Awesome.
2 minutes.
There we go. Final minute, final stretch. It feels like an hour when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
jumping, but it's only a minute. You know, what's really impressive to me is when you see the final 30 seconds, a couple of athletes, you'll see them literally sprint it. And I mean, that is, I don't even know how they have anything left.
I have a feeling we're going to see that right now.
So we might,
There we go. The final stretch.
yep.
Go, go, go.
Almost
Push it
there,
all the way to
almost
the
there.
end.
It's so exciting. Oh my goodness. Final push. And let's see who's on top.
And they're collapsing after that. Whoa!
Oh my goodness.
Whoa! Oh
Okay.
my gosh, so
Yeah, that's insane. So in first place we have China, followed by Japan and Hong Kong. A score of 582 is absolutely, yeah, I just don't even have any
Almost-
words.
the whole leaderboard was almost over 500.
Right,
That's unheard of.
absolutely unheard of.
Wow.
My goodness.
Oh, up next is one of my favorite events, both to jump and watch. This is the female single rope triple unders. Now, triple unders is a bit different than the other events that we do. Instead of having a time constraint where these jumpers are going as fast as possible, these jumpers are just going to jump as long as possible. Each time they jump, the rope goes around 3 times, and once they make a mistake, it's over.
Yep. Yep. On the screen right now, we have Canada. We also have Australia represented by 2 athletes. We have Germany, US, and 2 USA athletes.
Now,
Yeah, so
this
this
is a
is-
really fascinating one for a virtual competition because, like I said before, you know, you don't really get a second try when we're doing this live. But
Right.
when you're pre-recording, you have the opportunity to do it more than once. And so athletes in a traditional competition might make a mistake before their body literally cannot push any further. But when you have unlimited tries, I mean, I have a feeling we're going to see some insane scores today.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, and that's a big mental challenge too, you know, if you miss on, 2 or 3 less than you could have gotten, do you try it again? You know, like man.
There we
All
go.
right. And for our results, in first place we have the USA, followed by Canada, and then another USA. And yes, those are some very impressive scores.
There we go. Tori Boggs has been a triple unders champ for as long as I've known her. So
Oh, I know.
that was a huge score.
Absolutely. Congratulations to all of the athletes.
Up next, we've got the male single rope triple unders. In the top left, we've got Thomas from Canada, and then we've got another team from Australia, a team from Japan, a team from China, and 2 teams from the USA.
Absolutely. And so again, just in case you missed it, we saw double unders earlier, and you saw athletes were jumping very low, very fast, 2 revolutions of the rope. Here you'll see a completely different technique because we have the 3 revolutions of the rope for triple unders. They are also, again, not going for speed. They are going as long as possible, which to me is cool because that makes this event really different than any other sport. I don't know of another sport where you go until you drop. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, imagine the alternative for any other sport, what that might look like. You know, that's like in track, if there's an event, just run as far as you can until you
Right.
literally can't run anymore. You know, that this doesn't really exist in many other sports, if any.
Yep. Absolutely. And they look like they're being really efficient. Feel like we're going to see some really high scores again here with the males. Amazing job. Devin, does this make you want to go train triple unders again?
Oh, I'm inspired to jump some more, absolutely, but I don't know about hitting these numbers.
Right. Yeah, maybe we'll leave that to these athletes. We'll see.
An athlete to watch right here, one of the previous winners at a worldwide scale for triple unders, Jeremy English, top center here.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. And the amount of training that it takes to be at that level, and particularly to stay at that level. We talked earlier about Tori Boggs, and she has done that. We have several athletes who have pushed to stay at the top for many, many years, and that just, it takes an incredible amount of character and training.
In recent years also, interestingly enough, we've seen double unders and triple unders growing outside of our own sport. CrossFit has kind of adopted these events into their own competitions, and so we're seeing a wave of popularity in doubles and triples outside of our own sport.
Absolutely. All right, some results. We have in first place, Japan, followed by Australia and China. And yes, again, very impressive scores here, over 400. That is a lot of triple unders, friends. Very good job.
Whoa.
All right. Up next, we have female double Dutch speed relay. So we have 3 females on the floor here. And the way that speed relay works, we have them switching turners and jumpers in a specified fashion. So right now, you'll see the next jumper getting ready to go ahead and enter those ropes. So on the screen right now, we have, let's see, Hong Kong, we have Japan, we have Denmark, and we have Sweden.
10,
This is a event that really embodies teamwork, because not only does everybody participate, everybody has to do every part. Everybody jumps once, everybody turns once, everybody does everything.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, there's no specializing in this event. Although I will say, you'll see teams definitely practice and kind of try out different combinations. So sometimes 2 particular turners gel or mesh very well with a particular jumper. And so we'll see teams finagle it until they find the right combination and the right order of jumping and turning.
Wow, at the top left there, did you see how fast Hong Kong switched?
It's insane.
They got a couple jumps in before anybody else even made it to their ropes.
And that makes a huge difference. Seeing pretty clean runs here. A couple of small mistakes, but they're recovering so fast. Amazing job, amazing job.
We're about to see some insane scores here. All right, the results for the female double Dutch speed relay. In first place from Denmark, we've got a score of over 420, and then followed by Hong Kong and then Japan. Some
Over
massive numbers on the board.
420. That's insane.
Up next is the male double Dutch speed relay. We've got 3 teams from Hong Kong, a team from Japan, and 2 teams from USA. We got the team from Japan. Look how small their ropes are. The jumpers bent in half, and the ropes don't even seem to be clearing the heads of the turners, which is really interesting.
I don't think they are, yeah. It's a similar strategy that we're seeing in single rope. I don't see it quite as much in double Dutch. Man,
Also,
they are
the team
flying.
from Japan, yeah, they just did maybe the fastest switch I've ever seen.
Yeah, and you spend time on that. You know, it's the little things when everybody is fast that you're competing against, right? It's sometimes the little things that determine winner from second place. And one of those things is that switch.
It's like a
Woo!
car racing pit stop when you have to swap it out for new legs really quick.
Right. Man. So talk about timing. If you ever wanted a sport to show timing and coordination, like, here you go. This is it.
And look how still the top half is of all those jumpers.
Absolutely.
All of the energy is just going into those fast feet.
10,
Yeah, and you'll also see a lot of jumpers don't lift up their feet very high either. So there is not much margin for error. The turners have to be right on point.
20,
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see these scores. They're flying. Whew. All right. For our results, in first place we have Japan, followed by 2 teams from Hong Kong. And oh my goodness, look at those scores. We're almost hitting 500.
Wow.
And let
They're
me
hitting
remind you.
4 jumps,
Yeah.
4 right
And
foot jumps every second.
Yeah.
And that's with the switches.
Absolutely unbelievable. Okay, up next here we have the mixed double Dutch speed relay. So again, we have a combination here of males and females all working together. And we have on the screen now 2 teams from Hong Kong, a team from Australia, 2 from
20.
Japan, and 1 team from the USA. See this first switch. Oh. Some really fast switches here.
10,
Man.
20,
Hear that coaching in the background. It's interesting. Some teams coach themselves, others have their coach in the background yelling out cues. Different things work for everybody.
And communication is so important.
Yep.
Whether that's going to be through auditory cues or just from looking at each other. Depending on how much they practice, there can be a lot of communication without saying anything.
Absolutely.
20,
Australia looks like she's barely picking up her feet in the middle, just flying.
10,
Go. So we have this final jumper. They're trying to squeeze out every last jump that they can in this final stretch.
20,
And they're also, if they've been clean at this point, they're like, please, let's finish this thing. Amazing job. Incredible.
All right, the mixed double Dutch speed relay results. Our top 2 here are from Hong Kong, followed by our team from Australia. Again, huge numbers, some really fast jumps there, and very clean runs. I mean, imagine the pressure of being that last jumper there after your 3 teammates just hit it clean, knowing it's up
real.
to you to keep it up.
Yep.
All right, this right here is the female double Dutch speed sprint. This is our first heat of the double Dutch speed sprint event, which is our fastest double Dutch speed. You have 1 jumper and 2 turners for 60 seconds, no switches, so you can specialize. You get your fastest jumper in there, you get your fastest turners there. You really build your premier team and then just go as fast as you can.
Yep, absolutely. And this event physically is pretty brutal, honestly. Your legs start feeling like they weigh 1,000 pounds. As turners, your arms feel the same way. I mean, it's pretty difficult physically.
And a minute doesn't sound that long, but to anybody who hasn't tried jumping like this before, I encourage you, maybe with the next heat here, go ahead, stand up, and I just want you to move your legs for the minute with these jumpers because you're going to find that you will be winded very quickly.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, let's see what we have for our results. On top, we have Denmark, followed by Hong Kong and Japan. Congratulations, amazing scores here. My goodness. 224 on top. Right foot jumps, that is.
Wow.
Unbelievable. Okay, up next, we have the same event, our speed sprint, and this time we are watching the male jumpers. So we have, let's see, 3 teams from Hong Kong represented. We have a team from Japan, China, and the USA.
We're seeing a couple of the same teams we saw before from the double Dutch relay.
Yep.
Just taking
and
their
again,
fastest combination.
right. Right, you find which turners can gel and work for one jumper, and that's your team here. Take the best of the best. Notice the turners form here. You'll see most turners get kind of in this squat or crouched down position, and they are just trying to get in the most comfortable and most efficient position to move those ropes.
All right, the male double Dutch speed sprint. In first place, we have our team from Hong Kong, followed by our team from Japan, and then our team from China. With the top score, oh, they tied, 255
Yeah.
and 255. Oh my gosh, not followed by, they both hit 255. That's only the right foot jumps.
That's incredible. Whew. All right.
All right, we got the mixed double Dutch speed sprint here. This is the same event, our double Dutch speed sprint, 1 jumper for 60 seconds. This time we have 2 teams from Hong Kong, 2 teams from Japan, a team from Denmark, and a team from China.
Seeing some incredible speeds. My goodness gracious. And remember, these scores that we're seeing, these are right foot jumps. So just go ahead and multiply what you see by 2 and imagine someone doing that in 1 minute.
We're seeing a lot of scores here with over 8 jumps per second. All right, and that is the mixed double Dutch speed sprint. In first place, we have our team from China, followed by our team from Japan and our team from Hong Kong. Incredible work to all of our teams there.
All right, everyone, we would like to thank you so much for joining us for this speed competition. I mean, wow, we saw some absolutely unbelievable scores. I don't know about you, Devin, but I am excited about where our sport is going and the athletes that we're seeing. It's absolutely incredible.
Agreed. It was a pleasure to see all of the athletes' hard work from the whole year compiled into one really awesome competition. Big thank you to the judges and a big thank you to our audience for all of your parts in the IJRU World Championship, our virtual one.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate all of you. None of this is possible without our athletes, our judges, the officials, and of course our audience. So thank you all. Be sure and tune in. You want to see the entire World Championships. Don't miss a minute of it. And we will catch you next time.